So thanks for joining. So welcome to SQL PLSQL training demo session. So we are going to start the SQL PLSQL session from next weekend, Saturday and Sunday. And this is a demo session. So I have muted everyone to avoid the background noise. So we will have an interactive session at the end. So let me explain about the training. And then if you have any specific questions or any career guidance questions, you can ask. So once again, thank you for joining. So let us start our session. So this SQL, PLSQL is very, very important for our IT career. So whatever the role we are going to play, like a front end or back end role. So this SQL, PLSQL is most important for our career. Okay. So even if you are a senior developer or any back end data related projects, so definitely this SQL, PLSQL knowledge will help. So even if you are going for any data science project or data engineer project or a data analyst, so different roles we have, right? So we have the data engineer role. So we can have so related to data and data analyst, you will have the data analyst role, or you can go with ETL developer. So definitely you can go with ETL developer, even a tester. So if you're going with ETL tester, yes, SQL is the important one. Okay. So even if you're going for any report writer, like a data visualization tool. Okay. So if you're going for Tableau, Power BI or reports, so for this report writers, so SQL is very, very important. And yeah, data science. So if you're going for any data science related projects, okay. So data science, and if you're going with business analyst, yeah, business analyst. So definitely you'll be working with a lot of business teams and then technical teams. So definitely data will be checking all the data. So this SQL, PLSQL developer, so definitely working on this data related projects. We need to have a complete knowledge on SQL and PLSQL. So what is SQL? First of all, SQL is the query language, right? So structured query language. So in order to query the database, we need to know the language called SQL. So in our real-time project, we do have different databases. So you can go with any RDBMS, relational database management system, or you can go with NoSQL DB. Okay, so you can go with NoSQL DB. Yes, definitely you can go with NoSQL DB or cloud. So if you are going with so AWS, yeah, definitely your Redshift, you are using that queries. And yeah, Redshift is one of the data warehousing, right? So you can use Redshift also. And GCP, yes, you will use BigQuery as one of the SQL queries we will use. And we do have different, so Azure also, we are using so Azure Data Factory definitely will be working on SQLs. So this is on the cloud and even RDBMS. If you're going with RDBMS, so we can have different databases. Like we can have Oracle, we can have MS SQL Server. So definitely if you're working with Microsoft related projects, so most of them we are using MS SQL Server. So you can go with Teradata. Yes, we will use SQL. Most SQL will use, and DB2 from IBM we will use DB2, and lot of databases are there. Okay, so you have open source databases like MySQL and PostgreSQL. So this way we do have lot of databases are there. And whenever we are going to work on any databases, RDBMS or NoSQL or cloud, so even we are working on the cloud. So now, so we are, so if you are going to work on, okay, for an example, your company is moving towards on the GCP or AWS. So if they want to test you, so how the skill set you have, so definitely they will ask questions on SQLs, right? So they will test first SQL, then they will go for some concept on the cloud. So these are all, even if you are going for any front end technologies. So front end definitely you are working with. So you'll be writing so backend connectivities. You are going to connect with these databases. Yes, definitely you'll be using some SQLs. So SQL is very, very important. So nowadays, even a school days, okay, CBSE syllabus, yes, definitely we have the SQL concepts. So SQL is very, very easy to learn. Okay, so if you are learning from the beginning, okay, so if you are learning from the basic, SQL is very, very easy. Okay, so here in our training session, we are going to learn the Oracle SQL only. Okay, so you can ask me the question. So if I'm going to learn Oracle SQL, is it same with other SQLs? No, it's not same. Little bit different. But if you know Oracle SQL very clearly, then working with other SQLs are very, very easy and very, very similar. So only 10 to 15% query will be different. So that difference we can learn. Even if you are going to learn SQL in the ANSI method, then most of the databases RDBMS is going to use this ANSI method only. So if you know the SQL joins, subqueries, analytical functions, all this on ANSI, then the same query you can work with any other databases. So that's what we will use the SQLs. And PLSQL. So what is PLSQL? So procedural language extension to SQL. That is the PLSQL. So in Oracle, so it's a procedural language. Okay, so we do have procedures. You do this and then you go for this one. If not, raise an exceptions, right? So this kind of looping, all this, if I want to implement one particular statement, then you can go for PLSQL. It is very similar to, so how we will write the Python code. So we will write the connectivity and then the control statement, if statement, looping statement, all this we'll write, right? C++, the same way Java, same way in database SQL, we are going to write a programming. So that is called PLSQL. So PLSQL also, it's very, very easy if you are learning from the basic. Okay, so you need to learn the PLSQL concept from the basic, and mostly you have to practice it. So you have to practice. So in our training, so we are going to start with SQL. So mostly I have posted all the SQL sessions you would have seen. But the thing is here, we'll go by step. Okay. And then I will be providing you the SQL exercises and notes. So you need to practice it. And you have to ask the questions. If you have any questions, you can ask in the next week sessions or next day sessions. Okay. So this SQL, we are going to learn. So as I told in the demo session, okay, so the SQL we are going to learn basic. Okay, so basic introduction and installation. Okay, so first we will see the installation. So how to install the SQL. So mostly like 21C, the latest version. Okay, then we are going to learn all the DDL, DML statements, DML, and then we are going to see the constraints. So we'll see all the DDL, DML, DRL, retrieval language, TCL, DCL. This one we are going to learn. So after that, we are going to learn the constraints. So constraints are very, very important. So we will get confused with this constraints, right? We do have 6 different constraints are available in Oracle. So starting from primary key, foreign key, not null, unique, check constraint, and default constraint. So we'll see all the constraints one by one. Then we'll have the select statement. So a lot of select statements. So how to use different keywords. Okay, distinct keyword. So different statements we have row number. So what is that? All this we are going to learn. So after that, we have the single row functions. So if you are working as a ETL developer, okay, ETL developer or data analyst, data engineer role. So definitely the single row functions are very, very important. Okay. So all the single row functions we are going to learn with the date functions, all this. Then we are going to learn the joins. So how to join, and we will see some practical sessions, like practically how we will do in our real-time project with more than 4 or 5 tables. So this one, okay, self join, all the left outer, right outer, natural join, complete joins we'll see here, and we'll go for the aggregate functions. So we'll get confused here, the aggregate functions, like when we will use aggregate functions, when we have to use single row functions. So like min of, max of, sum of, count of, average of, group by functions, having class. So all this we will look at very clearly, and then I will provide you exercise. So you can complete the exercise. And we will go for set operators. So set operators like union, union all, intersect, minus, all this we are going to learn. Then we will see the subqueries. So what is the subqueries? They will ask a lot of questions. This related to subqueries and the joins and aggregated functions, right? So this one, and analytical functions. So analytical functions are window functions. Okay, so we'll call it as window functions. Like we have the rank, dense rank, row number, lead and lag functions. So that we will see. So after that, we'll see the case statement and decode and merge. So different, okay, different statements are there. So this concept we will see one by one. Then we will see the regular expressions. Okay, so this is very, very important. Regular expressions. So we'll see how to use the regular expression, some pattern matching. So definitely we'll use this regular expressions. So for that, we need to know some formulas. So that formulas, how to use all this we'll see. And then we are going to see the different objects like views, like materialized views, right? Inline views and indexes. So all type of indexes, bitmap index, B-tree index. So all the type of index like synonym. Yeah, how to use the synonym. And we do have different other objects are available. So those objects. And yeah, most importantly, the performance tuning and partitioning. So what is the performance tuning we can use and how to use the explain plan. So this is very, very important. Explain plan, how to use and how to use the partitioning. So partitions, how to use. So what is the different types of partitions are available. So they will ask the questions. So these concept we are going to learn in SQL. And if you come to the PLSQL, so in PLSQL, we are going to learn first. So what is anonymous block? Okay, so that's the difference we need to know. What is anonymous block and what is named block? Okay, so named blocks. So this concept we are going to learn first. And then we are going to see the control statement. So control statements, we do have different control statements. Like we have the if statement and looping statements. Like we have the for loop, while loop. So all this we have. So looping statements, and we are going to learn the cursor. So cursor also it's for looping, right? So we have the looping. So we have the different types of cursors, cursor, for loop, ref cursor. So all this type of cursors we are going to learn. So once it is completed, we'll go for procedures. Okay, so procedures. Then we have the functions. Okay, then if you implement the procedures and functions in single program is called packages. Then we have the triggers. So how to define the triggers? We have different types of triggers. So that we are going to learn. So after that, we will go with the collections. Okay, the collections are very, very important here. They will ask in interview, what is collections? So how to use the collections? 3 different collections are available. So we will see all the collections one by one. Right, and then we have the bulk collect and bind variables. So bulk collect, what is bulk collect? Bind variables. So these concept we will see one by one. Okay. Then exceptions. How to use the exceptions, how to raise an exceptions. So user defined exceptions, system defined exceptions, all this we'll see one by one. For all these topics, we are going to learn with exercises and notes and recordings. So recordings will be provided in each sessions. So once the session is completed, so we will provide that recordings. Okay. So myself only going to handle all this training. Yeah, I got one question. So what is the difference between these databases? Yes, those differences I will take in the beginning. Okay, in the introduction session. So I will take the basic session, right? How to use the setup and how to install the software. So in that session, I will explain, no worries. Yeah, when we are going to learn. So if you are going to complete. So all this, right? So definitely will become a complete SQL developer. Okay. So after that, if you are going with, yeah, you are going to work with any data related role. So if you are going to work with any data related role, so data science, any role we are going to work with. So learn these concepts clearly. Okay. So you may think that, okay, Oracle, we are not going to use in our real-time project. No, we are going to use Oracle. Even if you are going to use Redshift, right? So AWS Redshift, it's a warehouse. So same SQL we are going to use here. Okay. So if you know MySQL very clearly, then working with Redshift or BigQuery is very, very easy. The only thing is here on the cloud side. So we will connect with the data set and then we will create the data set, all this. So little difference will be there. So that difference we can learn quickly. But this is what we are going to learn. Okay. And this is a topic I'm going to cover. And if you ask the durations, so duration is around 30 hours. So completely for 30 hours, around 36 hours. So it will be around 36 hours. So like this is weekend, right? So weekend, the timing will be, so as of now I have mentioned like morning. So most of them are asking like morning sessions, morning 9 a.m. IST to 12 p.m. IST. So this is the timing for 12 p.m. IST. So 3 hours. So 1.5 hours, 15 minutes break, then 1.5 hours. So like 15 minutes break. So we need to have, so like 2 half sessions. Okay. So 15 minutes break. So spend some time, quality of time here and learn all these topics. So whenever you want to work with any data related project, so at least spend like 1 month, this 1.5 months. So definitely it will be useful for your career. Okay. So it's like a 6 weekends, Saturday, Sunday, 6 weekends we are going to cover. I'm going to cover. So all the days recording will be provided. Okay. Recording notes and exercises will be provided. So once after the session over, the recording, notes and exercises provided for each sessions. So provided these recordings are lifetime access. And yeah, it's interactive sessions. So whatever the doubts you have, you can ask me in the sessions. Okay. So this is what, and yeah, so I'm taking this. I used to take this live training. Like you can find my live training in the IntelliPat. So IntelliPat I used to take last 4.5 years. And I used to handle Informatica and SQL, PLSQL sessions. You can find my recordings in IntelliPad site also. Other site also I have taken similar to IntelliPad. And I'm into this training program last 8.5 years. And I do have 14 plus years of experience in IT. So duration of this course is 36 hours. It's 6 weekends. Okay, if I'm not able to complete by 6 weekend, it will be extended to one more weekend. Okay. So and the fees for this training is, yeah, so I'm going to fix 10,000 for this. So 5,000 for SQL and 5,000 for PLSQL. 10,000 for this complete SQL and PLSQL both. Yeah, I got some other questions. Will you provide recorded videos? Yes, I will provide recorded videos. So list of all the topics. These are all the topics I'm going to cover. So if you need complete course content, so those who are willing, so please let me know. I will provide you the, so what is so mostly like time zones, date functions. So all the functions are very, very important. So that I'm going to cover. And I need to add some points here. I will add it and I will update. And so, yeah, what is a composite data types? Okay, exception handling, explicit cursor, stored procedures, functions, packages, triggers, and exception handling. And yeah, regular expression, other concepts I'm going to cover. So this details I will send it to you so that you can get clear idea. So what I'm going to cover. So yeah, if you are going to use Snowflake, yeah, I forgot to mention here. So if you are going to use Snowflake, a Snowflake is similar to Snowflake SQL is similar to this Oracle SQL. So if you know Oracle SQL very clearly, working with Snowflake is very, very easy. So only thing is, so here how to create a Snowflake account, right? So I have posted already video how to create a Snowflake account on my YouTube channel. You can check that YouTube channel also. So if you know Oracle very well, then working with Snowflake is very, very easy. Similar concept. So even the query wise, 99% is similar. Okay, the SQL query wise. So that's what you can go with Snowflake also. So what is the difference between SQL Server SQL and Oracle SQL? It is similar. Okay, it is similar. So only 5 to 10% the queries will be different. That's it. So if you want to learn SQL, PLSQL, do I need to learn any programming language? No need to learn. So I will take all this. So what programming you need to know? So that looping statement, if statement, exception handling, procedures, functions. So that I will cover it. Okay, so one by one, no worries about that. I'm going to cover from the basic only. No need to. So if you know programming language, then here it is very easy. So this procedural language is very, very easy. If you know Python, or if you know Java, or if you know C++ coding, then this is very, very easy. Okay, so it's similar to that. But here you'll be using all the SQL queries. That's the difference. So Teradata SQL, it is similar, but 5 to 10% is different. Okay. Oracle SQL, PLSQL. Yeah. So, right, my channel name. So my channel name is NIC IT Academy. So you can check always. You can, those who haven't subscribed the channel, please subscribe the channel. So I will post most of the videos over there. So I can get in touch with. See, this is the materials. So I do have all the materials here, all the exercises. I'm going to give you all the materials and exercises. Okay. So these are all the concepts I used to take for our previous students. So that I will tell you. So it needs to update some, I need to update some content. I will update it. And yeah, even dynamic SQL also. So how dynamic SQL and debugging, how to do that. Okay, so all this we are going to cover. Yeah, content wise, no worries. So I used to take, even you can find my videos on IntelliPat also. You can find how I will take. And here I do have all the multiple choice questions, and a lot of questions are available. So those questions and answers, I'm going to send it to you. So you can answer it one by one. Okay. So day wise, I will give it to you so you can able to practice it and you can complete. The thing is, if you ask what is the advantage of coming here for the live training. So live training, yes, definitely you'll be sitting for the training, and then you are allocating some time on the 6 weekends, and you are spending some times and to practice it, and day by day you are increasing your knowledge. Okay. So one request from my side is, so whatever the training I'm going to cover, okay, say for an example, today I'm going to cover these topics. So you need to complete all the exercises before coming for next week sessions. So that I will give it to you. So each day wise exercises, you need to complete it. So if you have any questions related to SQL, yes, it is specifically for SQL sessions, right? So I will create a WhatsApp group. So in the group, you can post it and I will answer it. Okay, so that I will do. Yeah, if you want to go for Tableau or Power BI or any other related data visualization tool, this SQL is very, very important. So this SQL is very, very important for data visualization tool as well as ETL developers. If you are going to use, if you are going to have, if you are going to make your career as ETL developers, okay, so like Informatica developer or any other ETL developer, yeah, definitely this SQL is very, very basic. I do have some years of experience, right? If I'm going for any interviews, client interview, first they will test my SQL knowledge only. So definitely, even if you are 50 plus, 15 plus years of experience, yes, definitely they will ask first SQL concept only. So for this role, so I'm saying this is related to the backend data related projects. Yeah, if you are very comfortable on these SQLs, definitely your job performance will improve. Okay, if you are work, so you can show your responsibilities, your preference, your performance in projects. Yeah, this is like investment for your career. Okay, so that's what I can say. And decision is yours. And pre-recorded videos and notes. Yes, for every sessions, I will send you the recorded notes once after the session. So here we are going to learn SQL and PLSQL concept. So resume preparations for PLSQL developer. Yes, I will provide. Some projects also I will give you. Okay. So if you are going to work as PLSQL developer, I will tell you. So what is a project you need to make? So that I will provide it to you. This is what I will make you. Okay. Yeah. If you have any other questions related to the the fees is fixed for everyone. Okay. So this is fixed only. I'm not going to reduce or increase for any reasons. This is a fixed rate. Any prerequisite, no need to have any prerequisite. All the prerequisite I will explain. Okay, so what is this from the basic I will cover. And if you need the data warehousing concept, that I'm not going to cover. Okay, data warehousing concept I have already posted in my YouTube channel, so you can watch it always. So and I got one more question. How can I join this training? Okay, so after this session, so if you want to join, so please ping me on the WhatsApp. So I will give you the details so that you can join it. So I got one more question. Is Tableau is required for learning Snowflake? No, Snowflake is different. Tableau is different. Okay. So Tableau is data visualization tool. So if you ask for Tableau and in Snowflake, SQL is needed. Yes, SQL is needed. Okay. So if you know SQL, then writing a Tableau report is very, very easy. Okay. So you're going to join multiple tables for creating the data visualization. That Tableau is needed. But Snowflake and Tableau is different tool. This is on reporting side. This is on data warehousing side. Snowflake is a framework on top of any one of the cloud providers. So they will create a framework. So that's the difference. If you are going for any projects, right? Any interview questions, they will be asking, okay, this is what I need. Okay, if I'm going to use, okay, I want to print the numbers like this. Okay, so what is the difference between triggers and what is the difference between functions and procedures? So all this, if they are asking, so after this training program, you can able to answer all the questions. Okay. So any questions, any SQL they are going to ask in interview, so that you can answer it. So mostly they'll be asking date related questions, right? So date related, aggregate functions, and analytical functions. So these only they will be asking. So this is the tool we are going to use, the SQL developer. So if you want, you can use DB Visualizer also. DB Visualizer. So that is another tool. If you want, you can download and then you can use. But SQL developer or tool for Oracle, any one tool you can use it. So this is the Oracle 21C we are going to install. And I will tell you how to install it. So if your system is not configured with this, comfortable with this 21C, we can go with 11G itself, no issues. Okay. So these are all the data. So how to create a tables. So all this you can, yeah, definitely we have a lot of queries here, right? So that we can learn. Okay. So sometimes they will ask like different questions, right? So different questions they will ask. So how to import different, this is HR schema. So I will tell you how to import any other schema. Okay, like a transport schema, different other schemas are the retail schema, all this. So the same way you can import any other schema and you can do the practicing. So mostly they'll be asking questions on the date column, right? Okay, if I want to take, okay, how many employees joined on 2005? How do I know? Okay, how many employees joined on 2005? So that's a question. So you'll use where class, right? So you can use where class. So definitely you should know. So how to use the functions, right? So extract function you can use extract function or to-char function. So this one you can use. So hire date. So this is one of the column equal to, so 2005, right? So this will give you, so those who have hired on 2005, see here. So all the members on 2005. So you the same way you can go for one more function. See here the function is extract. So this function you should know, right? So the same way you can do to-char function also. So to-char means we are taking from the hire date. So we are taking the year part alone. So character alone we are taking. So this is character. So that means you have to equate with character. then you will get the same results, 2005, right? So I want to know how many members joined on February 2005. So you can go for So means 02. That's it. So these members have joined on February 2005. So like this, you can use this function and this functions. A lot of date functions we have, and sometimes they will ask how many members. Okay, so can you add? See, a lot of date functions are available. So I used to take date functions. So that I will cover it in our sessions. Okay, that I will. Okay, you are asking only self-paced SQL sessions are available. Yeah, once. So I used to take self-paced training before, like I used to take these sessions for other training institute, right? So I do not have any pre-recorded sessions. It's like 2 years before is there, but once after completing this training batch, so you can get me the self-paced courses. Okay. So SQL, PLSQL courses. So that I will make after some time. So once after completing all the 6 weekend sessions, I will make, okay, with notes. So if you need only that, so after some 1.5 months, please ping me. I will give you the details. Okay. So how to install Oracle? So CTL, what is CTL? Yeah, you tell me the abbreviation, I will tell you. So how will you install Oracle? Yeah, that's what installation I will tell you in the working sessions is I'm going to cover. So that I will take. Okay. So will you provide knowledge on how to prepare or clear Oracle? Yes, the Oracle exams. After completing this, you can definitely clear any external certifications. So if you want to go for any external certifications, then you can go for, after completing this, you can write some. So you can write some sample questions and then you can go for, you can apply for the examinations. Okay. So certification, you have to go for external certification. I recommend you to go for external certification. Okay. Installation is free. So Oracle installation, here we are going to use, see, this is my system, right? I'm using. So this one, we are going to use only the Express edition. So Express edition is free only, no issues. Yeah, regular expressions. Yes, I'm going to take a regular expression also. Real-time project. Yes, we are going to see one real-time project where you used to have these SQL concept. Okay. So only thing is we are going to write some reporting queries by using the SQL. That's it. So that I will cover. Okay. So how to use the reporting queries and based on the SQL. So that I'm going to cover. So this is what you can explain them. Okay. Yeah, I will post this recording in the group as well as in my YouTube, so you can watch it anytime. Advanced SQL. Yes, this is what the advanced SQL. What advanced SQL you need? You can ask me. Okay. So these are all the advanced SQL is enough to handle any SQL statement in real-time project.
Can I know the difference here? Difference between Oracle and the PLSQL? I mean, here you only learn that PLSQL and SQL, right? Can I know that knowledge on Oracle also here?
So Oracle is like a database. Okay. SQL and PLSQL is the language.
Okay. I mean, it's not about that Oracle. I know the languages are more like you already show that some others, right? You simply learn from others also. If you learn this like that, can I know the knowledge on that also?
Sorry, I'm not getting your question, first of all.
Ah, So,
See, the thing is, you should know the first SQL and PLSQL very clearly, one database. If you learn it, then only you can able to understand what is other databases, other languages. Okay. So you need to learn from the basic. So that's what I'm going to cover in our training. So Oracle is the database to store the data. If I want to query the database, I need to know the language called SQL. And if I want to write a procedural language, then I need to know the PLSQL.
okay.
Okay.
By using the databases, we query on PLSQL and SQL, right?
Yes.
Now we are using only SQL in your training.
We are going to use Oracle database right? SQL and PLSQL we are going to cover. Okay, this training program itself, it's Oracle, SQL and PLSQL. Okay.
Okay. Okay. Thank you, Chandra.
Yeah. So that is what you need
Hi,
to
sir.
understand first. What is database? What is Oracle? What is SQL Server? All this that we have to learn from the basic only. So in between you are going to learn. Okay. So anyone, if I'm going to learn directly what is packages for the interview purpose, what is functions. So you should not able to learn what is this concept, what is TSQL, all this. So TSQL is for if I'm going to ask some interview, right? If I'm going to ask what is the indexes, okay? So what is different types of indexes are available in Oracle? So the candidate used to tell like a clustered index. In Oracle, we do not have any concept like clustered index. Okay, so it's there in SQL Server. So TSQL, Transact SQL is available in SQL Server. PLSQL is available in Oracle. So that differences you'll come to know if you are going to learn from the basic. So in between, if you are learning here and there and then join some queries and some interview concept, so that will not work out. So still you are going to have your very basic knowledge and always you'll be asking these kind of questions only. The thing is, learn from the basic from the day one to all the days. Okay, so 36 hours we are going to learn. So if you are going to learn all this, then you will come to know what is the difference between all this. So that's why while starting, I told if you learn any one databases very clearly, working with any other databases is very, very easy. Okay. So I have already explained this. I'm going to cover Oracle SQL. Okay, Oracle SQL and PLSQL in our training.
Hi, sir. Good morning.
Good morning.
Yeah, this is Raju. So I have like 6 years of experience currently working with Capgemini. So actually, I want to learn like only SQL. Uh, so actually, I was like very not writing like big queries. So joiners and these sub queries. So if I can learn like join in this batch, will I get like confident to write like large queries?
Yes, definitely. Yeah. So that's what I used to tell. Okay, so whatever we are going to cover here, so that you have to practice it. Okay, you have to practice. You have to complete all the exercises day by day. So
Okay,
then you will
so
get
do
all the confident.
okay,
Okay,
yeah,
so if I'm going to cover joins, so joins it's very, very easy only. So 3 tables, 4 tables, 5 tables, all the tables. But
yeah,
you have to practice and you have to complete the exercises. Then only you can able to work on real time. If I'm going to give you a big queries, right, you can able to interpret, okay, so how it will work. So inside that we are using multiple nested function, nested tables, nested subqueries. Okay, how to interpret all the queries that you will come to know. The thing is, yes, you need to learn from the basic. So you need to
yeah,
practice it more and more. So that you have to
yeah.
do.
Yeah, till now, like 3 to 4 joining the tables is okay. And subquery also, I am getting like little, not getting much confident about these two things. So, sir, like if I pay like only to learn to only SQL like 5,000, is it okay? Or it is direct payment for complete course like 10,000?
We will discuss separately, okay, on the
Okay,
course part. Okay, no worries. So if you have any
okay, yeah,
specific requirement, right?
yeah.
Yeah, that we will discuss.
Yeah, currently working on Oracle SQL Developer database only from my source side. Like I'm like Informatica developer, okay.
Yeah.
6+ years of experience. So currently I'm not looking for PLSQL, but definitely in future will take like PLSQL. So interested for only SQL. So is it okay? So we'll discuss
Yeah, it's
later.
okay. No issues. Yeah, I will tell you. Okay.
Hi, sir. Good morning.
Mm,
I'm
mm,
Saravan.
yeah.
I'm working as a data analytics professional. So actually, I from before I start my career, I learn your Oracle SQL. So I can able to crack this data analytics interviews, and I got an opportunity. And thank you for this YouTube things. And then my question is, actually, you are explaining in that Oracle. I know about SQL, but I want to learn that PLSQL. Uh, you are explaining going to using the Oracle basis, right? So currently we are using the SQL Server. So it will work using that same syntax in a SQL Server.
Yeah, you mean to ask only for SQL or
No,
PLSQL?
PLSQL.
Yeah, PLSQL in SQL Server we are going to use as Transact SQL. So that is a little bit different than this
Okay.
Oracle PLSQL. So a
Okay.
little bit different, but the concept is same. So all the concept, packages, triggers, functions, procedures, all are same only, but little differ.
Okay.
That's it. But same
Okay.
concept. That's what. If you
Okay.
know one database queries very well, then
Mhm.
other queries is very easy. It is not big
Yeah,
deal.
I know. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
as you
I
said, yeah,
wanted to.
most of them learned from my YouTube channel already. I have trained
Yeah.
a lot of people here, and yeah, as I told in Intellipat also, a lot of students I have trained already. So they are
Mhm.
into very good projects now.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So I am also learning that Oracle, and then the let be yeah, as you said, there is a difference between the SQL and SQL Server. While I'm using the SQL things, but
Mm.
when it come to the Oracle, so that is my.
Actually, I learned a lot SQL from your YouTube channel. I got placed on startup company from your videos. Thank you first of all.
Yeah, thank you.
Just I want to learn PLSQL. Just I want to learn PLSQL. Is it possible to join only PLSQL courses?
Yeah, it's possible. So once I'm going to take PLSQL that alone, I will let you know. Okay.
My name is Sal. I'm okay. I have a
Yeah,
question.
please go.
So how? So this is only for the weekend, right?
Yeah, weekend. Yes.
Okay, because I took your. I already took the class with ISCS with you. So I'm gonna. I know basic same like a Oracle, but same thing. The big queries are writing the big queries. It's a complex queries. Writing is I cannot do it. I know join everything like there's the problem. So it's only Saturday, Sunday, right?
Yeah, it's only Saturday, Sunday, IST time, Indian timing, like
No,
9.
I have to convert my US time. I can do it. I did before when I talk.
Okay,
So
okay.
so when are you gonna start next week?
Yeah, next weekend, Saturday, I'm going to start.
Saturday means my Friday, right? Friday
Yeah,
night.
Friday. Yeah, Friday night. Yeah.
Friday night. Okay, I'll keep in touch with you because I want to. I just switched job, Capgemini over here. So as a like a IDQ developer plus Informatica developer, so I have to understand. I have to understand big queries. Sometimes not the writing might be writing, and there's I need that part from like PLSQL. Those things I have to learn more.
Yeah, sure,
So
definitely.
next,
Yeah.
I'll ping you in WhatsApp.
Yeah, you ping me. Yeah. The same way you are attending my IACS training, right? So how it is going?
I
The
did.
same way?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I did. It's a backup. Then I get a job I think I'm going to change my career, Informatica, IDQ to ISCS. Now,
Okay.
if I know something, I can add my resume, do it. But that time I get a job again in IDQ or plus Informatica in Capgemini. So
Okay.
that one I have to practice it. Every 30 days, the license goes where I want to learn that one too. That's my goal. Like if
Yeah,
you
sure,
know
sure.
the SQL, basic SQL, everything, then you can do Informatica. Anything you can do it.
Yes,
Any
correct.
database. Okay,
Yeah.
I will contact with you. Okay,
Yeah,
thank you.
definitely. Yeah, thank you.
Hi, sir. Very good morning.
Yes. Yeah, good morning.
Sir, I could see in the Oracle syllabus like indexing, performance tuning, explain plan. Whether it is related to Oracle DB administration, database administration, so it is sufficient to get into Oracle DBA line also.
No,
After the
DBA need to know more, okay, how to handle the users, okay, so permissions, privileges, okay, space management. So all this they need to know. That's a different. This is for mostly on the SQL developer, SQL PLSQL developer role. Okay,
Okay.
so SQL PLSQL developer role, not for DBA role. So,
Okay.
but DBA will concentrate more on the user handling, spaces, performance tuning, right? All this. But this is
Yeah, sir.
to
Just to know
develop the
because I'm
reporting. Yeah.
building an explain plan in that partitioning also. So just to confirm, I asking that whether it is related DB or
Yeah, correct. This concept is for developer also. So
okay.
mostly on the developer's perspective. So
Okay.
how to execute explain plan for your SQL queries and how to interpret. Okay. So whether it is going for the full table scan or index scan or different
Can
type of
okay.
scan. So that we have to first we have to look at on the explain plan and we have to tune that queries. So query tuning, yes, they will ask in interview. So how will you perform for query tuning? If you are using multiple tables, okay, even you are going to combine 10 tables. So how are you going to create a 10 tables? So all this they will ask, right? So that
Okay.
concept so I will explain. Even some joins queries, some subqueries. So they used to write the queries with the class, right? So that also I will cover. So how to use the with class. So all this, so that things, small concepts are there. So that I will take. But this is
Okay.
related to SQL, PLSQL developer and those who want to start so career or you are going to, if you are working in this role, okay, so data engineer role or data analyst role, business analyst role, data scientist role, or report writers, or ETL developers, ETL tester,
Okay.
report writers, report testers. So these kind of role, it's most suitable.
Okay, sir. Okay, sir. Sir, after completing this course, which cloud technology we can use to groom up our career, sir? After
Yeah,
completing,
you can go with any cloud. Okay, so if you
whether
want
it
to
is
use,
AWS or a Snowflake, sir. So it will
yeah.
be
So it's a different purpose, right? Some companies they will use Snowflake as the data warehouse. Some company they will use AWS as the data lake. So it depends. So how the companies are using. Okay, but all the concepts are same only. So if you know
okay, sir.
AWS services very clearly, then GCP services are very easy. So here it's a Redshift. In GCP, we have the BigQuery is the uh, data warehousing concept we will use. GCP is nothing but Google Cloud Platform. Okay.
Okay.
So mostly our companies are migrated from Teradata to GCP now and from AWS to GCP now. Okay, so that's why some companies they will go for Azure, some companies will go for Snowflake. Even a single company, different teams, different project, they will use different cloud providers. That's fine.
Okay. So the last question, just to know, in real time, the performance tuning is like the query is running for a long time. For example, it is running for 5 minutes. So we can, by purchasing this course and learning, we can able to tune it to minimize the long time runs or long run to make
Yeah.
the
That
changes.
we can, yeah. See, the only thing
Yeah.
is we cannot bring that much volume here. Okay, so that much data volume we cannot bring it. And real-time tables and real-time data model, we cannot bring it here. Okay, the only thing is
Okay.
that's a difference. So here, all the tables are very small tables only we can able to see, right? Even if you are going to have with some 10,000 records, that's a small table only when compared to real-time projects. So we do have fact tables, dimension
Currently working
tables.
on a project.
Yeah, if you take the fact tables, even one single table will have the, in terms of TB. Okay, so 1 TB or 2 TB of data also we have in our real-time projects. So that kind of tables, yes, definitely we need to have a partitioning. So how to create
okay.
a partitioning? We should not go and directly use select statement with where class, right?
Yes,
So
sir.
those concept we have, so that I will explain. Okay, no worries. See, that's what we
Okay.
cannot bring entire real-time environment here. But if you learn
Mhm.
this, if you're going to work with
Yeah,
any
we can
real-time
able to
project, you
analyze
can
the
able to
data.
manage it. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Sir, and the explain plan further, it is to do with AWS reporting also. With further with AWS reporting, you're able to explain or about
Yes, correct.
just okay.
So how to use the explain plan? Okay, so we do have different statistics over there, right? So those things I will explain. No worries.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
Yeah. So with that, if you are going with real-time project, so there, yes, you can able to learn more and more with this information.
Okay, sir. So usually in our project, it's like for any jobs is running longer, we usually address to infra DBA team, sir. Okay, they will give some
correct.
feedback to partitioning, and they provide based on the AWS reporting in explain plan. They make us to do some activities in the backend. So, but when we checking the AWS report, we could not able to understand what is the plan does, whether it's full scan, table scan, many things, many concepts are involved in that. So
Okay,
my question
okay,
is, by understanding those AWS report and explain plan, whether we can able to understand from our side and able to perform the activities like that I expected, sir. Okay.
Yeah, no worries. See, if you're going to check the explain plan, right? So definitely it will show you where the bottleneck. Okay. So how whether it is going for the full table scan or which one it is taking more time, which is more taking the resources, the cost. Okay, cost for this query, how much is running. So which part it is taking more resources, that it will show you. So with that, you can able to proceed. So those
Okay, sir.
concept, yes, we will bring it here.
Yeah, sir. But when I try to search and work in online, but many so no other sources I like to work in the online also. Most of the YouTubes and Udemy's or just filled with Oracle, some basic concepts only, but not like partitioning, explain plan and all. So that's what, sir.
Yeah, the thing is, why they are not able to bring, right? So they cannot they cannot show the real-time environment also. Okay, that's a complaint issue. So we cannot show any real-time statistics or real-time one here. Okay, environment, we cannot bring it. So that's one thing. And if you are knowing these concepts, if you are going to the real-time project, yeah, definitely you can able to understand and you can able to do that. But it will come only in the practice.
Okay, sir. Fine.
Okay,
Thank you.
so one
I
single day we cannot learn all this. So after learning this, if you're going to work with some SQL queries, yeah, that time, yes, this concept, after learning this, if you see one SQL queries, the analytical skill will improve. Your analytical skill, you will see in different perspective. So that knowledge will get improved. No worries on that.
Okay, sir. Okay, Chandra, sir. Thanks for your concern.
Yeah, thank you.
Good morning, sir.
Yeah, good morning.
Myself, Gopinath.
Yeah.
Sir, actually, I've completed BCA in 2015.
Hmm.
Is it possible to switch into IT sector? Actually, I
Okay,
have
so
experience in accounts only previously.
okay. Yeah, so your question is related to career aspiration, okay, and career
Yes.
switch.
Mm.
So if
Yes,
you
sir.
have more year gaps and you need to fill that gaps with some experiences, okay, so that I will tell
Okay.
you separately, okay.
Okay.
Yeah, so you need to fill your gap with experiences. So without that, they will not take. Like a freshers, they
Okay.
will not take. So freshers, they
Okay.
will take only from the colleges, mostly from the
Okay.
colleges only. And you know,
Thank
right
you.
now, nowadays we have a lot of recession is happening and you are not performing well in the projects. So definitely it's
Mm.
very difficult, right? So recession is going to happen. Okay, definitely it will come because now they have started. So in India also it
Okay.
will impact. But yeah, so you should know all this concept very clearly. If you know this, yeah, definitely you can no need to worry about that.
Good morning.
Yeah, good morning.
Hi, Pooja. This is Padmaja.
Yeah.
Thanks for the session, the Q&A session. So I would like to know, will you cover the database architecture basics and the concepts with
Yeah,
this?
that I will cover. Yes, I am going to use the basics here, right? So what is database? What is RDBMS? So how many different RDBMS are there? What is NoSQL DB? And what is the cloud DB? So all this I will take. So that in the introduction I will take.
I mean more in terms of any general DB. What is the architecture like? How it, the internals and stuff.
So which Oracle DB you are asking?
Yeah.
For the SQL queries, no need to have that internal architecture. If you are going to work with DBA, then internal architecture is needed. So whatever needed for SQL developer, that I will cover. The schemas, tables, different objects. So that I will cover. So what is schema? What is database? Okay. So what is the different objects are available here? So these concept I will cover. So what is the different users? How to create the space? Okay. So all this I will cover, but not in terms of DBAs.
And also, what will be the major difference between this and the courses you posted on YouTube? Just wanted to know.
Yeah, so in YouTube, I have posted some of the topics from here. Okay, some topics I have posted, some topics not available. And also here, I will provide all the notes and exercises day by day you are going to work on. So you can ask it's a interactive sessions. Okay, that's a difference. So if you come across any issues on the installation or any issues on the SQL queries, or this is what they are asking in interview. So that type of questions you cannot expect in the YouTube, right? But here you can ask those questions, and it's interactive sessions. How you are asking now? Yeah, we will have the question and answers at the end, so you can ask always. Yeah.
Will there be help for interview preparation?
Yes, yes. All these are interview preparation only. So all the topics, if you know, so interview preparations, interview questions, and everything, I will give it to you.
Okay.
Yeah, real time projects and everything.
Okay. Thank you so much.
You can find these concept in Udemy also. The thing is, even I have so as a I'm saying, okay, as a working professional, I'm saying. So I used to log in with multiple Udemy courses, but except one or two courses, I haven't completed most of the courses, even more than 5%. So that's a real fact. So even most of them are there. Okay, so you can think about yourself. But that's the difference. Okay, even I joined some live trainings. So I used to cover all the live trainings, right? So if I'm going to join so I took some AWS training. Okay, it's around costly, like 30,000 I took. And then I joined regularly, I completed. Even I joined for AWS in Udemy, but I haven't completed. So that's the one differences. So there. So YouTube is like one way. Yes, definitely you can find. But this is like interactive, and you will be sitting and you will be spending some time regularly, and it will go like systematically you will learn. That's a difference.
Okay, got it. Thank you.
So even most of them used to buy self-paced courses from me for Informatica and IACS. They will go for some 1 or 2 weeks. Then after that they will say like, I will join your live training. So why? Because they could not able to sit daily. So they will say, okay, tomorrow we'll sit that way. But if they are going for live training, definitely they will come. Okay, even they are missing one day, next day they will come and then they will join. That's a difference.
Sir, I have a question.
Yeah, please.
In our work, if we get stuck, and will you be helping us after taking this course?
Okay, you mean to say your project related queries?
Yes, in our project, if we are stuck with
Project support, I'm not doing it actually. So why? Because even I'm a working professional, right? So after that, so weekdays I'll be busy with my day-to-day work. Okay, even I'm a working professional. I'm working as a senior retail developer, and yeah, I'll be busy with my work on the weekdays. So that's why weekdays also I have one training session in the morning. I used to take for IACS and Informatica. But yeah, after completing it, you can able to do it definitely. Okay, but I'm not providing any
not
support.
every
I'm not.
time, like not every time. In some cases, when we have some question like how it can be done, like
Yeah, that
in
guidance I can
critical
provide.
cases.
Yeah, Yeah, I can provide, but I cannot
Okay.
spend some time to look at your code and then see.
No, that we can take care of. Just
Yeah. But I will guide you.
some
Okay, so
complex.
if you are getting stuck somewhere, okay, you go and check here. You go and check here. That I will tell you. So even I used to
No,
have a lot
which
of
is the right
students.
way to implement or something like that.
Yeah. That I will explain.
Okay.
That I will guide. Okay, so I have completed pretty much all the questions. Yeah, thanks for your time. Even if you have any other questions, and if you want to know how to join the training, so please ping me on WhatsApp and register yourself. And I'm going to take my next session on this day, right? So 4th, I'm going to start. So 4th February, I'm going to start. So it will be 6 weekends. So this one, and then we are going to complete by March 12th or March 18th. If I'm not able to complete by 6th weekend, so 1 or 2 questions are some questions are there that I will take it on March 18th. Okay, maximum by 6th weekend I will cover. So if you have any other questions related to the payment or anything, so just you can ping me. I will answer all your questions. Okay.
Could you send the recording, sir, after the class?
So each session you are asking?
Yes, sir. Saturday, Sunday, like that.
Yeah. Once session is completed, recording, notes, and exercises will be provided.
Okay. Because I'm working professional, so my week off is Tuesday, Wednesday, so that's why I'm asking.
Okay. Yeah, sure.
Okay,
The
thank you, sir.
recording will be provided. Yeah.
Okay, sir.
Hello, Chandra.
Mhm.
Yeah, will you able to once its course is completed, training is completed, will you able to give the certificate for qualified or
No,
only the
that is
hands-on?
what this certificate is not valid. Okay, institute provided
Okay.
certificate is not valid in any companies. Okay, the
Okay. Got it.
certifications you need to go to oracle.com. You have to purchase the voucher and you have to write external certification. Okay, even I used to write a lot of certification I have to complete. I have already completed. And if you see, all the certifications are related to my external certification. Okay, so not with any other one particular any institute. Okay, so you need to have your external certification.
Okay. Yeah, got it. And if I missed due to some any one session on a weekend, which is Saturday or Sunday, so will you able to join like continue, or will like we have to like learn from the recording itself?
No, if you miss the training, you have to watch the recording only.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. But I not do that. But unfortunately, something it's anything emergency, so that's why I'm asking. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Okay, Chandra. Yeah. Thank you so much.
Yeah. Thank you. Yeah, we will stop
Hi,
here.
sir.
And yeah, please go ahead.
Sir, previously I learned Oracle Financial Supply Chain Management, but at that time I have very problem writing SQL queries and PLSQL queries. So is it useful for that course, that Financial Supply Chain Management?
Yeah, so this is what, see, it's not related to a role based. Okay, this is for
Okay.
SQL and PLSQL. So wherever the project
Okay.
we are going to use SQL and PLSQL, so that you can use it. That's it. Okay, it's not only for any role. So whatever the
Okay.
role we are going to play, so for all this backend data related projects, so this SQL concept is very important. So for that you can use it. It's not only
So
for
in this
one
course you
particular.
covered both.
Yeah, SQL and
So in this
PLSQL
course you
both.
covered both. Okay. Okay, sir.
Yeah, SQL and PLSQL. So SQL will be half, PLSQL will be next half. Okay, so we will stop here, and yeah, if you have any other questions, please ask me through WhatsApp. So I will respond. Thank you all. So we will meet in the next week sessions. Okay, so if you have any other questions, you can reach me through WhatsApp. I will respond to your questions. Thank you all.